Give it up, show some love. So she went from 0 in 9 months to making $105,000 in 5 months. So pretty radical transformation. She went from, I need to repeat this for the boss. So she went from $0 January through September to $105,000 from October through March. Okay. Yeah. Grant. It's phenomenal. But what I want to understand is what changed for you? Like you're like, I started watching Cardone U, I started promoting my business, but what was really the shift for you? Because you got tools, like you had Cardone U, you had like more information, but what changed? You went from 0 to having a pretty radical. Most people would love to make $100,000 in a year, and you did it in 5 months.
And I had never made $100,000 in a year in all my years of working.
Wow.
Yeah. Basically, it was the mindset for me. I always had kind of that 10x mindset. I was always thinking big, and people were telling me I was unrealistic. And then once I heard Grant start talking, it just felt like everything was so relatable.
Yeah.
And it gave me the confidence and the comfortability to be able to kind of immerse myself in it. And I really did. I mean, I have the discipline and the drive, and I just went all in. And I promoted myself like on my Instagram every day. If you go on my Instagram, you're always going to see a picture of my work, my face, and my logo.
Yeah.
And that's gotten me a ton of leads and referrals. I actually have on my desk 10 design jobs that came in the last 2 weeks that I'm going to start for this quarter. So the referrals, the leads, it's been amazing. Just the, I guess the accessibility that I have now, it's been really like a life-changing.
Was there a particular thing that stood out? Because sometimes people go mindset and they're like, wow, my mindset's already changed. But we've talked about a lot of like specific strategies and tactics, if you will. Things that you actually go out and do, or things that you actually go out and say. Was there anything that you used that you were like, oh my gosh, that worked? Or something that you did where you were like, oh my gosh, that worked, that you've heard in the first 2 days that we've been doing this?
So for me, it was totally about money. My whole mindset on money was wrong.
Yeah.
Undervaluing all my projects. I felt bad. I was very uncomfortable talking to clients about money. I was doing myself a huge disservice, basically. I was charging like half of what I should. So once I got the money part of it right, now I'm so much more comfortable in setting a price. This is the price. I'm a luxury service. I know the value that I'm going to deliver to you is always going to be more than what you're paying me, and I'm confident in that now. So money hasn't been an issue over the last 5 months. I feel like people aren't trying to get me to lower my price because it's really not even something I'm going to consider now.
Yeah.
So that was a huge one for me. And I was always hesitant with money.
Yeah.
So
the you sell how you buy thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And so I stopped doing that for myself.
Wow.
I try to make quick decisions. And when I feel like I'm wavering, I'm like, just like, nope, stop, make a decision, move on, spend the money.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I mean, that's amazing. Give it up for Elizabeth. Make sure that you follow her on Instagram so that you can check out what she's doing. Remarkable success in a very short period of time because she had the right information. She was thinking right about money. She probably ended up tying her money to her goals. And she realized that if she was charging 25% of what she should have been, then those goals get further and further out. It gets harder to access them. It gets harder to make them happen. And so now when she says she puts a price on a design, she knows exactly what that means for her in the terms of how it contributes to her goals. So amazing story. And again, if you're at 0 right now, this is something that can happen for your business. Oh, perfect.